spending money like a guy who just got $70 million. Now, we all know Future is a once in a generational talented guy. He's a legend. I think he's literally the greatest rapper that's ever come from Atlanta, and I do think he's on a short list of one of the most prolific rappers when it comes to catalog ever in the game. So salute to Future. However, we got to start thinking about this. Future sells his catalog for $70 million. He's been spending money like he's going out of style. He's definitely balling on a different level. Got hit songs all over the place. You know what I mean? Did a great album with him and Metro. But and also, if you don't know, Boston Richie signed to him, so that's even increasing his bankroll even more. But then we hear about these two guys who have some association to him or the FBG camp, right? And and obviously one, rest in peace. Rest in peace to Young Scooter. But Young Scooter, if the story of Young Scooter death was, obviously unfortunate, but Young Scooter, both of his dudes in FBG got caught by the police in trap spots. That's a little bit confusing to me, Chad. One guy basically just liquidated like his musical fame, got $100 million, and he's spending buying this, that, and third, tricking on women, doing whatever he does. And then the rest of the team, they keep getting caught in drug spots. That's kind of confusing. Ain't that confusing, Chad? One nigga got $100 million. The rest of the team that's claiming the same operation, FBG. If you don't know the story, Young Scooter was in a trap spot when a woman made a pretty much a false call to the police. The police came. He got spooked, ran out the trap spot, hopped over a fence. Supposedly there was a stake that when he jumped over the fence, caught his leg, went through one of his important arteries. He bled out and he died. That's how Young Scooter died, running out of a trap spot. Again, not making fun. I want to be very respectful. Then Future's own brother, FBG Casino, he gets caught in a trap house. Not in a studio, in a trap house. Now, granted, was it $350,000 there? Yes, but still, I'm wondering why the people who we would think wouldn't have to do that if your man just made $100 million. Well, how are these guys even getting caught in a trap spot? Now, listen to this document I have. So this is the document that is This is the document that give me a second. This is the document, the charging document. It gives a little bit more details on really what the heck happened. Give me 1 second. Put up here. So here it is. Raven, I think of it attendance says, "Act. Don't forget his other FBG artist, Little Double O, got caught with drugs too." Really? So everybody in FBG is resorting to selling drugs. So is Future the only nigga over there eating? Future is getting all the music money, and everybody else is literally trapping. Seemingly so. So let's go through this real quick. What the fuck? Didn't I just have it up? Am I tripping? Bro, am I tripping? Why is this thing not up? Okay. All right. Yeah, no, never mind. I am tripping. Okay. So let's go through this real quick. This was a criminal complaint. So pretty much there isn't a grand jury indictment. It looked like the police were watching a trap spot or whatever in Atlanta, and eventually they decided to pounce, and when they pounced, they found FBG Casino and a couple other people with drugs in hand and drugs in their possession. At that point, they're not going to wait on a grand jury indictment. You're going to have a FBI agent or a Homeland Security agent. They're just going to write up what's called a criminal complaint that he could get charged. Now, Here's the thing, and let me get back into this, right? So the sources of information, it says the affidavit is based upon my personal knowledge derived from my participation in investigation, information I've learned from discussion with special agencies, blah, blah, blah. And they said that we have physical surveillance, okay? And they said that we also have intercepted communications, okay? And they have review of reports from debriefing of sources of information and other witnesses. So you probably got a couple snitches, maybe a couple crackheads that's out there that's giving them information, right? Now, the probable cause is that on the 14th of November, approximately 10 p.m., FBI, Land, and DEA, they executed a search warrant, okay? Why did they execute it with a search warrant? Let's see if we'll get it. It says they executed a search warrant at this spot. The resident is a vacation rental property that's actually listed on Airbnb. So they turned a property that's listed on Airbnb into a trap house. Before executing the search warrant, the agents saw two cars parked in the driveway, blah, 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 and One's registered to Rico Boyce, and then the other one's registered to another person. As they started executing the search warrant and were given verbal commands for a male to exit the white vehicle, Casino, to exit the white vehicle, Rico, which is Casino, and a female ran out the residence through a side door. So now remember I talked about it yesterday, we didn't mention the female. So he was with the female, they both run out the side door. The agents apprehended him and the female at the rear of the residence. He was in possession of two cellular devices, two cell phones, and a rubber band stack of U.S. currency. The agents gave verbal commands to the others to exit the residence and identified David Estevan Montillo, somebody else, now called Diaz, and he's from California, okay? They were detained, and it says in plain view throughout the kitchen area on the stove and in a black duffel bag, agents found about 17 kilograms of suspected fentanyl in the form of kilogram-sized bricks and an estimated $300,000 in currency, okay? This is the pictures, and this is kind of why I even brought this up, because I'm guessing you wanted to see what the fuck. So, yeah, these guys are drug dealing. Like, shit, I mean, 4K, they got, this is kind of shocking to me. How is Future's blood brother, like, selling drugs? Like, this don't make no sense. You got Scooter running out of a trap spot, Casino selling drugs, and now I'm hearing there's another guy named Lil Double O, he's selling drugs. What's going on? Yo, Future, all it takes, take $10 million of that $100 million you got, and just give them, yo, 2 for you, 2 for you, 3 for you. Get these niggas out of the bando, bro. Anyway, so I guess this is the fentanyl. Yeah, they're clearly either bagging it up or transporting something. Here's the thing of cash right here. Wow. Yeah, the cash is just sitting in here. The agent told Boyce that the agents were not going to keep his bag, but Boyce said give it to his mother. For the agent's safety, they did not open all the packages to kilograms of suspected fentanyl, but they were able to see through the packaging that they have a purple tint. For this reasons, they did not perform field tests and will submit them later. I think the reason why they didn't, I guess this is the agents sometimes, they don't want to like fucking overdose themselves, because I've actually watched a couple body cam footages of like the cops trying to test the drugs or whatever and end up fucking overdosing them themselves, right? The one package on a kilogram was stamped with a LV. Come on, man. Ain't nothing like when drug dealers trying to put a designer logo on their drugs. The Louis Vuitton fentanyl. The Louis Vuitton fentanyl. Shit. What is this? What does a Louis Vuitton fentanyl do? This shit will definitely smoke you, but at least you will go to heaven in a Gucci casket or a Louis Vuitton. I don't know what the fuck, but anyway, this is a Louis Vuitton pressed fentanyl package, or a Louis Vuitton kilo of fent. Okay. The brick was positive for the presence of fentanyl. They found money counter. Gotta have a money counter. A food sealer. Gotta have a food sealer, which from my training are commonly found in locations where drugs and drug proceeds are being processed. In one bedroom, they found a partial kilogram size of brick of suspected fentanyl. In another bedroom, they found a handgun underneath the bed, under which the agents continue to investigate. Moreover, agents found two cellular devices in the residence that were damaged in a way that suggested someone tried to destroy them. So basically, it looked like they heard the cops outside. They tried to break the fucking phones. They both were arrested. Okay. Based on my training, I respectfully submit there is probable cause to believe that during this, Casino and Diaz knowingly conspired to, yeah. Wow. Actually, it doesn't mention Casino here. Maybe Casino's just caught up in it, but still, like, why the fuck are you even? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Future, man, bust down the cash, man. Don't have the feds do a sweep on the whole FBG, bro. Just bust down some of that cash, gang. All right. What else is going on, man? Sheck West is online, and he's clearly a little bit frustrated with either his career or what's going on currently in his life, right? Now, he said, so before you say, where's your album? It's just me. Unless y'all want DistroKid albums. No manager for real. No A&R, no marketing team. No assistants, no friends. I live solo, do shows solo. Yes, when I was very young, successful, jealousy and envy met me at the front door. I take accountability for allowing people in my life. That's why I stay alone. But you can't do it alone, okay? He continued by saying, I've recouped my record deal, then everybody left me. They say I'm this and that. Niggas hate me because I'm handsome, and they ho no. Who the fuck recoups a deal? Now, this is a complete crock of shit. Lacks accountability. Nobody stop fucking with you because you're handsome. I'm sorry, brother. Okay? I have no opinion on your looks. I don't give a damn. But I just want to let you know that never in the history of niggerdom has somebody stopped fucking with a artist who can make money for themselves and others because they're just handsome and they're ho no. But cool. I'll let the cope continue. He says, I'm actually a one-man show. I literally got no team for real. I got one guy who's just a great guy and helps, so this shit gonna take me forever. So I guess he's answering the fans about why the music is not dropping as quickly as they expect. Now, let's be honest, man. And let me just keep reading a few more things. It says, I fuck with Chrome Hearts, but that's a shirk, gang. So if I go and work, you want me to pay you and you didn't come work, an extortion, go mine. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. When I come in your life, it changed. Do your research. Light and energy possess the one. What the fuck? The problem is I'm too confident. People hate that but I'm like Michael Jackson, gang. Sheck West, respectfully, I guarantee the problem is not that you're too confident. And I guarantee it's not because you're Michael Jackson-esque. I promise you, brother. Just take my word on that. Since it ain't my fault you look like a bug nigga. The shit I stomach, stay silent, and sit through, a lot of people will never. But it's just me, yeah, okay. I do everything alone. Alhamdulillah. My brother Biz helped me, but it's still just me. I'm not complaining. It's just facts. I'm just a one-man show. Okay. All right. He says, sorry, I'm on the plane board, and someone asked me, so I'm going to tell them. Okay. All right. So niggas want you to do good, but never better than them. That's not even human nature. Nigga work for you and shadow bans your socials. I ain't giving up or in Mana mentality. I love a challenge. Does it mean Mamba? All right, man. Sheck West, I love you, but you're going through your designer arc. The realization that, unfortunately, you were a one-hit wonder, it's very hard to swallow. And I'm saying this respectfully, and you might even listen to me saying this, and even though I'm saying it in a very nice tone, and I'm trying to be, fair, you're probably still going to be mad. Because the truth does hurt. Designer felt the same way, too, before he started jacking off on the plane. It's very hard to understand. Your career is over. Your career will forever be you performing that one song. Very successful song, by the way. I got hoes calling. By the way, that song will forever turn up a Rolling Loud anywhere. It'll turn up pretty much every party anywhere. Great song. But at the end of the day, it wasn't much after that. We just have to be honest. Like, this is the year, or we're in a year for a couple rappers of realizations. Like, they're starting to realize that this shit over. It's time for them to go get a construction job, CDL. Go paint a house. It is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I know it might seem like I'm trying to be mean. I'm not trying to start problems. I'm just telling the truth. Sheck West, your career is over. Niggas don't want to hear that shit no more. It's over. It's over. This idea that everybody turned their back on you, maybe some of it is self-inflicted, but a lot of it usually happens. This is the industry. When people like get to the end of the road and they're like, yo, I'm going to expose the industry, it's like, stop it, bro. You know why? The industry was the same industry when you were winning. Niggas are here when you have a upside and when you're at the top. They leave when you're at the bottom. So when you realize everyone has deserted you, it's not because you're too handsome. It's not because you're too confident. It's not because you're on some Michael Jackson shit. It's because they've all decided and they've had the conversation behind your back to say, he's washed. I'm telling you the truth. It's happened to Shock Lizzy too. I did an interview with him. He said he looked around. He said these things wasn't there. Yeah. The niggas collect. Let me tell you, in the music business, the hot niggas stick to each other. And every now and then, somebody falls out the group because they're getting cold. Like, yo, get that nigga out. Yo, change the passcode on him. Like, yeah, that's what it is. So the moment niggas want to stop hanging with you, that is very apparent. You are cold. Dialing Parrot, what you say? You made a website, what? On, send it to my email, bro. So, respectfully, Sheck West, I think you're in the same boat as, Designer. And this rant, you know what it reminded me of? McConan. When McConan was acting like he was too talented for his own good, that's why the industry shut him out. No, brother. No.
They're saying there is footage of Young Thug allegedly telling, I don't know what is considered telling and what's not considered telling in the streets anymore. Sometimes they just speak and they're just saying whatever, but it's not true. And people say if you say anything at all, it's telling. You never know. But what X said is also true. If you're liked, you're not a snitch. If you're not liked, you're a snitch. So you just gotta wait and see. This isn't gonna get bigger or anything. Too many people like Thug. Thug influenced, like, he's basically like, I don't know. He's like on Future's level of like influence, like the Uzis, the people like that, like little babies, like all of Atlanta basically. Him and Future are like neck and neck. I say Future is bigger, like song wise and all that stuff, but influence wise, Thug is definitely up there. He started all the, feel me, yeah. But it's your boy Big A. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how you guys feel about it.